Доброго времени суток, дамы и господа. Продолжаем диско Elysium. Поехали. Не, все нормально. Так. Нам что надо? Слушка грустная песня. Ага.
Yes? Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical end.
Seol is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolary state, West.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met.
A point of pride to him.
That's correct.
That makes him a Beano-clad, completely uncopped material.
Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome. No.
The lieutenant nods.
What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
I can't say that it does.
The lieutenant produces his. We all have our different medium. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Hello again, sweetie.
Да, съебался повар.
You see a heavy. The cobalt, old cobalt paint. It leads to a. The door does not. You see a heavy steel door.
Ладно, я ничего не могу сделать с дверью. Доляров у меня нет. Так, ну ладно.
The door is closed. Still, the lieutenant gives you a.
Эй. По мыслям. Угу. Что, поговорить с ним? Понял.
The worker is.
Ладно. Так, где-то... А, в магазин. Магазин. Окей. А ты, блядь, издеваешься. Хуёво. Ладно.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This.
Any other good news?
He's saying he lost.
He what? He lost his badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the...
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a... Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of...
Fuck me! Mac, come here! You've got to hit...
What's going on?
Super Cop here!
He lost his badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to...
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Person?
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. He asks you...
Why?
Sergeant Person?
You don't...
He asks you...
Why?
Sergeant Person? He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9.
New high... Ask him.
Sergeant Person?
Oh, fuck. Lying over the phone, it's easy.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it and fast.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
What? What?
He wants to verify.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over. 10-4.
Hold up, Jules.
It seems like it.
No. Fuck him.
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12. Visitor. 10-9. Repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over. Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
What?
He seems intoxicated.
Mullen's drunk and emotional.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over.
As you tap
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing.
advanced race theory. Everything is calm.
Мгм. Мгм. Так. Так. Чё? Так, ладно.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. We should take care of that then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be...
Can I help you? Another thing. Yes. Have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me? As a police officer, you must understand that evidence being money, you can't stay here without money. Not until you...
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use. When you're...
Oh, Lieutenant. Well, yes. Have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed as a police evidence being money? You can't. Not until...
Okay.
Oh, Lieutenant.
Окей, чел, окей. Вот в 10 вечера они не рановато ли съебались?
The unpromising race pupil returns, and... Look, babe.
So?
The basic race education here you could have used take solace from.
Damn,
Was there an out of this for you? There is nothing. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Что-то хуйню какую-то сделал. Подожди. Ладно.
The unpromising. Don't be vulgar. White Mr. Clare also. To serve is noble. Jam. Individualism. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many. We are the few. I am a descendant. No. Yes. This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you.
I think this...
That will be the...
He will grant us...
Your people. You should keep him close. The well, he must... I am not... The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however... Your silence betrays your... The unpromising race pupil returns. There is nothing funky about them. I cannot...
Ладно.
This is the night watchman's booth.
Ладно, я понял. Нужно идти думать, что делать.
The tear machine. Your bottles clunk. You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine.
Okay, here.
A colorful, the bottles wink there, in that dark green glass. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect
Transport enclosure. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hub.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Whoa. Браво. Чел хорош.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here? The pawn shop is always open.
Feeling warm and enthralled, a drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature. I've had to take it. You know.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
There's a reason why. So much. No one's. A bunch of poor people built themselves the cleanup, so I came to Martinez. A bad.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately. Construction began. Needless to say, things a primitive nuclear reactor. An emergency valve defect resulted in.
We were an all-volunteer.
On the.
I lived. There wasn't much to volunteer. I like the theory more than the story.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man. A typical Martinez streetlight sits.
Hello, hello. Let me know.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps.
Yes.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course.
Thank you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? Well? Great, thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to, I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically. Please pay for each night in advance.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else?
Yes?
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Yes.
И...
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we...
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic.
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM? They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental... Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from... Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM. We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power. We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courron and La Delta. You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. Not a good position. The coalition government. The RCM was... Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum. The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed. Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Interesting question. It's a blue for...
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-exp... Something even a little feminine. Something like the dark blue.
What do they believe in? They are DeLoreans. They believe they continue the human...
Those others say they continue...
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere. The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until... Do you? No. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting the people of Revachol. That's the hand we were dealt. Without the MI, we would be common vigilante. Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so. Well, we didn't even look, but we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great. It's not my job to evaluate your method. We conducted an interview with him. He wasn't particularly...
He's not saying much on the matter, because he thinks you could have gotten more out of...
We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those heels. Nice shoes, by the way. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's...
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Yes, it's been a long and...
The dying lights of the city shimmer. An aerostatic passes overhead.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid. Kuno. It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the We run this. It's incredibly hard. Me too. But I wouldn't...
He is very tired. but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned. The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to
Починим. Нормально. Я ебал в рот еще
A
за
mirror
вентилятор
hangs on the
платить.
bathroom wall. The faucet is quite. You handle the chain cutters deftly. Applying just told you that you needed those chain cutters. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. It's too late.
Понял.
The fan stands still. The fan stands. The lights are. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out, and then sleep doesn't. And then sleep doesn't come. Obviously, you're in bed. Maybe it's the bed's fault. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. Smells of it barely covers your bit tense is a little better. Colors, scenes, and half your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyes.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? You're not kidding anyone, Harry. Do you remember your wife's hand on your face? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs? That's right, Funky Butt. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. They were only cramping. You failed, Elysium. Everything. You really dropped the... No, you haven't. You'll be back. Stinky boy. You're not coming back from shit. You're trying to what? I can't hear you.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't... Oh, time to go to work in the shit factory.
Good going, buddy. Really? You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired, and that's not really true. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Are you sure? Ready? Suit yourself. Slow. The door is closed. Still nothing. This door can only...
Mhm.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace. Everything, which may, of course... I mean, and men who drink beer for breakfast? That would just escalate tensions. In fact, even the... One more thing.
Yeah, streetwise. But...
They're in no hurry to leave.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20... Another thing. Great. I love... What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried. He was... Fine. Okay. The kitchen is closed. Yes?
The man ponders his cooking eat. He looks up at you. Shrugging is an international sign for the mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words. The man says, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in...
Of course, turning it up seems like a dangerous idea. Honestly, the place is a powder keg. The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off. He looks, shrugging isn't. He smiles. It's almost...
Let me handle this. Detective...
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold.
Yes, so let's... That's...
It doesn't matter.
She said, could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems? I suggest...
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes, in the way she stands, in her face.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. What you want is of... What are we going... The union, if anything, aggressive.
Just duck.
Listen.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. No one is emotional here.
This is where you say your bit.
Detective.
Wow. Real big. Yeah. Must be some.
Yeah.
You might want to start asking.
Do a head count first. Connect. Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Sitting on his right. Step across at the other table. He spent his youth in Villalobos, and then the emblem on his vest says Rowing Club in the far corner. Standard on his. Let's call this size in conclusion. These 7 are the actors exactly. You've stood there for about 4.
The fuck is with you, fella? What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th heart. Or what? You want to be the 8th.
Actually, boss,
She.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn!
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you.
That's right. You're not cops here. Don't go digging.
Good. We are all.
So, you're not just here to swing your big.
they couldn't get him down, boss. He's still up there.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
You mean these boots? We all got a pair. We wore them. Yeah.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away.
There is no catch. These 7 on.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Are you deaf? There will be no. Do you think you could do that?
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
That's for the court. What you.
No. We'll stay here and discuss what happened that night.
You don't have to keep answering.
I know, Lizzie. Relax.
Known him? Yeah.
Quiet.
By the...
No. Why don't...
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And
What kind of...
the kind that shows up when you start.
A lie?
I can't prove it, but I know.
'Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said,
Really?
yeah, really. Had a gin. We could.
Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Wrong.
From
To kill us all.
Yeah.
He grabbed...
Yeah. Show me your con. Why don't you show me your con?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you.
Yeah. Me and you, G.
There's some. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned.
No. You're not getting the name. That's...
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
We hanged him up by it.
Didn't they?
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
Titus.
We overpowered him. Dragged his on.
Then we
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then see if it all adds up. Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But...
No. Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look.
Fuck off, Shanky.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
Weren't you fucking lit?
With number.
No, he hasn't.
And fuck you, too, Copper.
This one is a stone.
Like what, Copper? How many people have you sent to the...
Shares?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life. Oh.
So he's hanging a man, slowly, without breaking his neck.
Yeah, lawman.
It's almost an...
Not in the...
While the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve, there's a knife in there. Some of the others reach for their belts.
Look, Coppers. I know you think you're doing your job here.
That's an Easter 50. As the Em's almighty God. Even Dick Mullen only has a 45. The last thing you hear is a little murmur. Not a blast. Not an echo. No one screams. It's
Понятно.
all dead.
Ожидаемо. Ай, боже.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The chain cutter slip. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The chain cutter.
Вы заебали.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The chain cutter.
Что, бля, издеваетесь, реально?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The chain cutter.
Конченый. 58%. Вы травите?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The faucet
Ну,
you handled
наконец-то.
told you that you need. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. It's too late.
Ой, боже.
The fan stands still. The lights. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The bed is cold and the sheets feel at once coarse and clammy again.
Так, продолжаем.
Detective.
Wow. Real. Yeah. Must be. Yeah.
You
Starting from the right. He spin and then the M in on his neck. Let's size in conclusion. Exact.
The fuck is with you, fella?
Start sitting across. He spin and then the M in on his neck. Let's size in exact.
The fuck is with you, fella? What are you talking?
Actually,
She.
Shut the fuck.
So
That's you're not
good. We are all watching each other.
So you're not just. They could.
Funny. But my.
You mean we all?
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all.
All 7 together. They dilute.
Are you? Do you?
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Who do you fucking think does?
Titus, no one was thinking
that there's any question who's the leader. That's how he would have ended it. Titus won't let him.
No. Fuck no. The big dick.
Disregard the outburst, officer. None of the boys have any comments on their power relations. That night, they acted as one. You don't.
I know, Lizzie. Relax.
no. Yeah.
Quiet. By no. But
That's enough insinuation for today, Tight.
how much?
Jail.
or send them to reunion to rot for 20 years.
Rest assured, lawman. What I am.
What kind?
The kind.
A lot.
I can't prove it.
Cause
Really?
yeah, we.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Wrong.
From
To kill us.
Yeah.
He grabbed.
Yeah. Show me your con.
Aren't.
Yeah.
this seems like they don't want to talk about that.
Aren't.
Yeah.
This seems like
No.
there's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
We.
This is where an autopsy would come in handy.
Tight.
We over.
Then we.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up. Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But Elaine, this little him neither.
No. Of course.
Fuck off.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
What you fuck?
With number.
No, he hasn't. Not
And
this one is a
like what, copper? Yeah.
It's almost.
Not in the.
By your... While the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve.
Look, coppers, I know you think you're doing your job here.
That's an almighty god. Even Dick Mullen only has a 40.
Am I gonna have to?
That won't be necessary. Let's just all cool off. Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
An old call box, an off-key. She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Pardon? This is not... Please just stop calling.
A single beep indicates you hear the same waiting room. You ring the doorbell. What an ominous... All you hear, you ring the door. You wait for a minute or two. But all looks like someone. You hear you can almost hear them breathe.
Yes.
She sounds... Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list. The lieutenant... She must be... Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
A spot of...
It's so nice to be able to find...
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves. What? Another seagull.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should...
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. Whatever she says, it can't... Alright. Maybe not. There's a light but a strange metallic taste. There's this...
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it. Wait. Is she... Is this some kind of joke? The voice. Your hands are getting cold and your breathing becomes visible, forming small silvery puffs in the air.
As if my mind's been wiped clean.
And then it hit. She tries again not to cry and still doesn't succeed completely. Her sound. This is where you hung. A phone rings in the office. You press the number sign. Silence. Silence. Nothing happens. Silence. This button.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business. Look, the skis and rotorblades both bear the same Slipstream logo. That's a good question. Not quite. Your flashlights, some of the writing, these light translucent. You should have one of the Welkins. Tower. It's the hull.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. This looks like some people really like building a world, I think. Just look at those details.
The photo color, entire you see, albeit dark and cold. This vision also a pinned postcard read. This, it look Minimi, stands for a mini. As time goes on,
looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner, the handwriting. The full text reads. This appears to
the radio computer.
What he means? This is the Ream Civic radio computer model.
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric. It's empty. The filament you have would fit perfectly in, like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. A bar of fabric. The static.
Good morning. Fortress accident. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. That was a question. Have you inserted it into the good? Please.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to.
Now, can you please repeat the pass? Received. I will.
Don't worry. Passwords of.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can? Good. Please repeat the pass. Received.
Don't worry.
Fortress.
That's not bad.
Any other questions?
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all.
There. I will. As now. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Cast. Nothing happens. This old fireplace, the whole thing resembles Kadran history classes. Radio frequency, unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split in. You think so? They must have had massive air width. Someone very a conductor for whoever a list of there's no way a little bit.
My God. It's as if exactly. This schedule.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer? No, that's not it. I think...
Like he's ready to lay out a fine...
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it. Make it work on radio computers. Indeed.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real.
Not too much.
Not in real.
But I don't think anyone, through calling tenders...
Coordinating...
No idea. They Indeed. It's ambitious, and untethered from reality, but it's too late. Okay, let's.
An iron safety. What an odd thing to do. Still, those curtains prove to be.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things? Why do you think there's some? In any case, there's no way.
Окей. Опа. Ну, на таком переходе можно и серию закончить. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Всем пока.